What is up, Undroppables Nation? I am your host, Josh Lee, and today we're a little drunk. Just got back from a winery, so we had a good time. Live music, wine tasting. It was a good time, good vibes. But I saw that the Pomeranian was dropped from Underdog. $3 drafts. It's already 92% filled, so like we just caught it in the nick of time. It's crazy that Underdog's able to fill a best ball contest in a day, less than a day, like 12 hours. So we're just gonna jump right in, and we just actually downloaded the Spike Week Underdog Fantasy Best Ball Draft extension. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like. But let's go ahead and just share the screen and jump straight into a Pomeranian draft. So let's see. Can we see the screen? Yes, we can. All right, let's enter the Pomeranian. I'm making some coffee right now just to like caffeinate myself, wake myself up a little bit for this best ball draft. So we're waiting for 4 people. So I'm using the French press. So I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, so we back. Oh, damn. It looks like the Spike Week tool hasn't fully been baked in yet. Okay, it hasn't uploaded yet, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But our next Best Ball Mania draft, you'll get to see what the Spike Week extension looks like. I actually just signed up for it. Oh shit, we're already starting. All right, we're in the 2 spot. We're gonna take Christian McCaffrey here. I don't have enough Christian McCaffrey. But like when we're making these bets in best ball, we're betting on the highest upside outcome. Christian McCaffrey. We know what he can do. He's a fantasy god. He's gonna be an absolute beast this season. So I expect the first 2 to take Jonathan Taylor. We're gonna take Christian McCaffrey at 202 or 102. Sorry, but we'll pull this up. I mean, I know Cooper Kupp is the top on our list, but it's tough. It's tough. Because I don't have a whole lot of Christian McCaffrey. And I like drafting Christian McCaffrey. But fuck it. This is a Pomeranian draft. We're gonna go max upside. Give me Christian McCaffrey. Or sorry, give me Cooper Kupp. Top guy on our board. Let's go. Cooper Kupp. Lock it in. 102. Gotta trust the stats. Gotta trust the statistics. So Cooper Kupp, 102. Lock it in. All right, Justin Jefferson, CMC. So those guys are a little bit further down. Even Jamar Chase is a little bit further down. I mean, Cooper Kupp is the far and away safest pick in this year's fantasy drafts. Even more so than Jonathan Taylor, just because of the historic season that he saw last year. I've done a lot of data analysis on how predictive each of the variables are in terms of future fantasy production. Far and away, the most powerful variable is the amount of fantasy points that a player scored in the previous season. So for that reason, Cooper Kupp is our safest player. While we don't expect him to put up the insane numbers that he did last year, he's just such a safe bet. There is almost a 0% chance that he busts at his current ADP. Like when we're drafting players in the first round, we obviously cannot miss. So the model that I built says that he has a technically 25.9% chance to bust, but that is far and away the lowest out of all the players that are currently being drafted in the first half of the first round. So we will be taking Cooper Kupp every time. And because we have Cooper Kupp, we will now be targeting Allen Robinson, Matthew Stafford, just to round out the correlation in that for that week 17. I've talked about it a lot. Week 17, the Rams play the Chargers. So we're also going to be looking to get some Chargers players. 1 second. I'll be right back. How many picks we got? We're 10 picks away. I need to make my coffee. If you weren't here, if you hadn't joined me before, I'm making coffee because I am drunk as shit. Just came back from a winery, so just trying to wake myself up a little bit. All right, how far away are we from our next pick? Let's see. That's better. Okay. 6 picks away. Okay. Debo's still there. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Tyreek is still there. Okay. I'll call it out once again. Biggest blind spot in this model. It doesn't do a great job of accounting for situation changes. All right. Eckler, Devontae are both gone. We will again be targeting one Alvin Kamara. Travis Kelce's gone. Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor. I expect Debo to be gone in our pick, but that's obviously not for certain. I expect Mark Andrews to be gone. But I'm just gonna X him out right now, just in case. We're 2 picks away. Oh, and neither of them have been taken. Okay, if Debo falls to us, actually, since this is a tough decision right here. Okay, Debo got taken. I've been drafting a lot of Mark Andrews recently, so I'm going to chill on Mark Andrews. Tyreek Hill's the top player on our board, so we will take one Tyreek Hill. Okay. Stacked receiver room. Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill. Whoo! Out of our model's outputs, we got 2 of the top 4 guys, and we will be targeting to get 3 of the top 5 guys. Alvin Kamara in the 3rd, 4th round. Oh shit, we are right back on the clock. Okay, this isn't great because we're probably not going to be able to get Alvin Kamara. If T falls to us, we're going to take T. Javante's there too. No, we're going straight receiver room. We have the greatest receiver room ever known to man. Have you ever seen a stronger receiver room than Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, and T Higgins? I don't think you have. We now have 3 of the top 13 guys from our model outputs. So I'm kind of liking our team so far. We're going to go a little bit of a 0 RB build. I was actually doing some analysis of past best ball teams. And kind of one thing that I was noticing, the teams that made it the farthest were the teams that kind of had a clear-cut strategy going into the draft. Whenever I'm a little bit wishy-washy and I like kind of bounce around like, oh, I need a receiver here, I need a running back here, I need a tight end, I need a quarterback here. Those teams didn't perform too well. And that's because we tend to reach on players or positions that we need. So that's why this year we're just going to let the draft fall to us. I know it might have been optimal to take Javonte there just because I think Javonte is a huge breakout candidate for the season. But my strategy in this draft is going to be pound wide receiver early, get our top 3 guys, and then just start hammering running back. So we'll see who falls to us in the 4th round because that's going to be like a pivotal round for us. Because if a top quarterback or a top tight end is there, we'll have to decide to take one of those players instead of a running back. But between rounds 4 and 10, I want to be drafting at least 4 running backs. And I saw some data yesterday that said the optimal number of running backs to be drafting is 6. I have been drafting 4 or 5 running backs on a lot of my underdog best ball teams. But if you're in these tournament drafts, it seems like the optimal strategy is to be drafting a ton of running backs. So 6 isn't I guess it's not a ton, but it's more than what I expected to be like an optimal sort of place. So I'm going to shift my strategy a little bit and be taking more running backs. We'll see how it plays out in this draft and how I like my team at the end of it. But I already love my receiver room. I'll be right back because I'm going to grab my coffee. All right. Cheers. A little afternoon/evening tea time. I've been watching a lot of Love Island recently, so I'm a little bit on the British vibes. But 10 picks away. I expect all 4 of those running backs to be gone at our next pick. It's going to be a little bit interesting. I mean, obviously, if any of these 4 running backs fall to us, we're going to have to take them. Let me see my outputs. All right, Dave Montgomery's still there. Chris Godwin's still there. Diggs is gone. Chubb is gone. Swift is gone. Kamara should go relatively soon. If he doesn't go, we will. All right, Kamara just went. So a little bit unfortunate, but just because of the way that we were settled out at 102, it almost became like nearly impossible for us to get Kamara because we wanted to not reach on him, but let the value fall to us. Kamara has fallen a ton in ADP, but still don't think it's worth reaching on him because there is still a low but not zero probability that he gets suspended. I'm kind of putting that probability at about 20% now that he gets suspended. So like it's a good bet to make that he won't get suspended this season. But that's kind of where my head's at right now. All right, DK is fallen. Jalen's still there. Aaron Jones is gone. AJ Brown is gone. Christian McCaffrey. I'm just gonna unhighlight Calvin Ridley because obviously he is not playing this season. We don't expect Antonio Brown to play this year either, so we'll cross him out. Saw that he was performing at Rolling Loud, or like he was dancing on stage at Rolling Loud. What the heck is that about? Whatever. I mean, to each his own, right? Okay, they're letting the running backs kind of fall right here. My top guy back here is going to be James Conner because he's slipping in ADP. All right, James Conner just got taken. If Breece Hall falls to us, that would be chef's kiss. But I don't expect him to be there, so we're going to plan to take – oh, this is tough. Who are our 3 receivers? We got Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins. None of those quarterbacks go super early. Super important this year. You got to take a elite quarterback if you're trying to win these tournaments. There's just such a wide gap in terms of the top elite quarterbacks that can score you 30-plus points in a week and kind of your middle of the range, decent quarterbacks like a low-end QB1, high-end QB2 kind of thing. So like you're going to want to be taking your elite quarterbacks. That's one of the things that's kind of like slowly trended over the past. Damn it. So close. All right. We're going to take Allen Robinson here. Allen Robinson is a risky pick because of the way that he performed last season. The way that my model projects him out, he's not a great pick at ADP just because he's such a risky bet because he didn't do anything last season. But kind of on the contrary, I like Allen Robinson kind of going over to the Rams as he's going to kind of have a resurgence in his career. Now, kind of the number one necessary thing I need to be doing in this draft now is drafting Matthew Stafford. So my next pick is going to be David Montgomery. I expect him to fall there. So, yep, here he is. We'll draft David Montgomery, get our first running back. If I already had a running back, I would have taken George Kittle there. But the fact of the matter is I have no running backs. I maybe could have taken Justin Herbert just because there's that Week 17 opposite end correlation between Herbert and the Rams players. But I'm going to go a little bit of a more straightforward strategy where I'm going to be taking Matthew Stafford at his current ADP. We're kind of already seeing a trend where the quarterbacks are falling a little bit in these drafts. So we can feel safe that Matthew Stafford will fall to us at his current ADP of, he's deep. All right, 95.5. That makes me feel a lot better because I think Matthew Stafford is definitely going to outperform his QB12, especially at his ADP of 95.5. I am ecstatic that I'd be able to get him that far down. I think Matthew Stafford is easily a top 6 quarterback option this year. At worst, he's a middle of the range QB1. So the fact that I can get him at his ADP is going to be, I'm absolutely ecstatic about. Over the next few rounds, I'm going to be focusing on running back. If an elite tight end does fall to me, I will take him at cost, but I'm not going to be reaching on anyone. As you can see, like we're already just kind of going along with the current ADPs. We took Tyreek and T at a little bit of a discount, so ecstatic about that, obviously. Our receiver room, though, is just absolutely absurd. I think the optimal play now is to get like Matthew Stafford, Tua, and like Mike Gesicki. And as long as I have those guys on my team, I'll be happy with this draft. We'll see how it turns out in the end, but I'm already like buzzing about this team. Have there been any wild picks yet? Not really. I expect Mahomes to go pretty soon. Yep, there he goes. Kittle should go within the next 4 or 5 picks too. Ooh, that's a little bit of a reach on Elijah Moore, is it not? What's his ADP? Usually, I typically see Elijah Moore going like the 7th round. I guess this guy's going a little bit off the cuff because he took Darnell Mooney in the 4th. So he's a big believer in his guys, it seems. But hey, that's not us. We take value as it falls. All right, there goes Kittle. Expected him to go. Great value on Kittle down there. Oh, okay, this guy's building a team down here. This guy is playing it right too. He's letting the value fall to him. He's gone bully tight end. I love that. Bully tight end is a great build. He got Alvin Kamara at cost. This guy's building an absolute monster down here. Dreamtown USA, hats off to you. If he times out, he'll take JK. Yeah, he took JK. I mean, I don't hate JK this year. I know he's starting off the year on the pup. Cold brew. Okay, Brad. Okay, we're sending comments over Twitch. I don't know how to switch that. Oh, okay, it goes to both. Yeah, Brad, sorry. The cold brew has way too much caffeine for drinking coffee back here at 7 p.m. I spelled caffeination wrong, but whatever. We ride. We roll. Let's go. There's been a lot of back and forth recently on Josh Jacobs. I've kind of bounced back and forth between Josh Jacobs as well. I think he's going to get the goal line work. Maybe Zamir sees a little bit of goal line work, but if Josh Jacobs fall, all right, moot point. Never mind. Drop the conversation. Got to keep the party going. Yeah, true that, Brad. I agree. Hey, but got to have a little bit of a wake me up. Came back from the winery a little bit drunk, but hey, as soon as I finish this coffee, I'm going to go straight back to the wine. One thing I learned about Texas, so like I'm not from Texas, but I'm visiting the Austin area right now. They have this wine. Did my girlfriend? Oh, she didn't bring in the wine. I think it's called. Here, I'm gonna look it up just so I can get my facts right. It's like the way that what how do you call a what is it called? A sommelier? The way that she described the wine was like has like a little bit of a smoky like tobacco flavor. And I tried a little bit of it, and I thought it was delicious. I ended up picking up a bottle of it. What is the name? No, not any of those. Tempranillo, that's the name. Tempranillo wine is native to Texas, and that shit is absolutely delicious. The reason like that these grapes like okay, I'm getting pissed off at these Alan Lazard takes. Like Alan Lazard in the 6th round is bonkers to me. You're gonna take Alan Lazard over Amari, Thielen, Devonta Smith, Chris Godwin. Damn it! I want Antonio Gibson to fall to me. That sucks. Hey, if y'all gonna keep letting Chris Godwin fall, I'll just round up my receiver room a little bit more. And we got T. B. Biggins. Should I just keep going receiver and just like kind of end? This is tough. This is tough, mate. Oh, so many elite receivers down here. My receiver room is probably the best receiver room you'll ever see in your life. Like, what the hell is this shit? Let me see what Brad said. My girl likes Stella Rosa Black because of the taste. I like it because hey, that's what I was. Yeah. Alan Lazard is just. What is happening? What is happening with these Alan Lazard takes? Like, look at my receiver room, and I got Chris Godwin 4 picks after Alan Lazard. Mind blown. Mind absolutely blown. Okay, we'll see who this guy takes. Probably takes Thielen just because he's just timed out. Russell Gage is just like he's risen in ADP just a little bit too much for my liking. For that reason, for the week 17 correlation, I think we'll take Joe Burrow here. We'll take Joe Burrow, and then we'll just continue to let the room fall to us. We'll take Matthew Stafford in like the 9th in his like rightful place. But I know I said I was going to take a bunch of running backs in this range. I couldn't do it. I mean, the running backs here, like I'm not huge on Miles Sanders this season. Maybe he has a decent season. Maybe I should have taken Miles Sanders there, but because like Joe Burrow is just Joe Burrow. He's the boy. He's icy. I'll take him. I got that correlation with T. Higgins. I'm ecstatic for it. If you don't like it, I don't care. Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, the ultimate stack. There's definitely a very real chance that there's like a little bit of arbitrage where last season, like everyone was assuming like, oh, who is the wide receiver 1 in LA? Is it Robert Woods? Is it Cooper Kupp? And Cooper Kupp just ended up smashing at ADP. He was drafted in the 3rd, 4th round typically, and he became a league winner. I think the same is possible for T. Higgins this season. T. Higgins in games with Jamar Chase, he commanded a great target share, an elite target share. And it's T. Higgins and the Jamar Chase show over in Cincinnati. They upgraded their offensive line. There's no rhyme or reason to why T. Higgins can't outperform Jamar Chase this season, and Jamar Chase goes 2 rounds ahead in ADP. So give me all the T. Higgins this year. Back to the coffee. My girl likes Stella Rosa Black because of the taste. I like it because it's a $12 bottle. Hey, Brad, you big wine guy, get Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve. That is just a beautiful $15 wine that tastes like a $40 wine bottle. You take a $40 wine bottle and compare it to the Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve, and you won't even be able to tell the difference because that's how just like pristine that Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve is. They are great at just getting like the best wine labels, and they take their wine and it's just I can't hype up Trader Joe's wine enough. I tell everyone that likes wine, you got to try the Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve. And on top of that, Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve, it's like a rare wine that often sells out at Trader Joe's, where like the day that the Platinum Reserve goes in stock and hits the shelves, it's almost sold out within that day. That's how popular it is. because the people who know Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve, the second they see a Platinum Reserve, they know how rare it is. Go ahead and try yourself out some Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve. It's amazing, amazing wine. And the best part is $15. Incredible. Okay, draft has fallen nicely for us, but our running back room is kind of barren right now. We're going to kind of need to start hammering running back. We'll see who falls to us. I love receivers too much this season. I do want to take Chris Olave if he falls and then just kind of like round out the receiver room and not focus on it for a very long time. But we'll see how it falls. I mean, the running backs in here in this range, I don't love, but I mean, you can't deny the ADP on some of these guys. I have a ton of Zeke Elliott. He's one of my like highest exposure running backs this season. So maybe just like a slight hedge on that bet would be to take Tony Pollard down here. This guy getting an auto draft to Trey Lance. Dreamtown USA. This guy's building up a monster over there. Yeah, he got auto-picked Trey Lance. Damn it. He's going to get auto-picked Tony Pollard too, isn't he? That sucks. I was going to say I want Tony Pollard because I think Tony Pollard is a very, very talented player. The efficiency metrics all just scream from the rooftops how talented of a player he is. A little bit unfortunate that Dreamtown USA is auto-drafting right now. But because I want to be able to get into another Pomeranian draft, I'm actually going to open up another tab and just jump into another one right now. So you guys get a little bit of a treat today. We're drafting 2. Oh, we got Michael Thomas. Okay. Let's see. Can we jump into another Pomeranian? Oh my God. Is it full yet? No. Don't tell me it's full. No. Please don't tell me it's full. No. All right, Pomeranian's full. Unfortunate. Super unfortunate. I was going to have a little treat for you guys, jump into 2 Pomeranian drafts at the same time. Because I already got the bulk of my team built out, I want to jump in another one. But we got one team at least. So I think in our next pick, we're obviously going to focus on Matthew Stafford as one of our picks, but we need another running back. I know I said I really, really wanted Chris Olave, but like we already have so many receivers. It's so tough. Decisions. I don't have much Damian Harris, but I know how talented of a back he is. So maybe we take some Damian Harris. Maybe not. Quarterbacks keep falling. We have Chris Godwin. Maybe we take Tom Brady just because we know he's going to. So many decisions, guys. I know, Brad. Yeah, the Pomeranian just filled. It's crazy. I couldn't even get into a second draft. I only have one Pomeranian team because it's absurd. It filled in less than 12 hours. So, like, honestly, hats off to Underdog. If you want to be drafting on Underdog and you don't have an account already, use the sign-up code Undroppables and you get a 100% deposit match. Free $100 to be drafting some of these best ball teams. And this Pomeranian draft is $3. The puppy drafts, actually the puppy 3 is dropping on August 1st. I will for sure be trying to get multiple of those drafts going. I hope it doesn't fill as fast as it did today because then like I won't be able to get into it. I really hope Matthew Stafford falls to me. Okay, this is getting a little shady. But use the sign-up code Undroppables at Underdog Fantasy. You will get 100% deposit match. You sign up for and deposit $100, you get $100 matched immediately. So literally free money there. I'm gonna hope that Matthew Stafford falls to me, and then to kind of match with Matthew Stafford, I'm kind of debating who I'm going to take. Damian Harris is an intriguing pick. Chase Edmonds, Devin Singletary, I also like. Okay, Chase Edmonds is gone. I'm just going to make sure. Oh, okay, this guy already has a quarterback behind me. We're going to do a little game theory here. Okay, he has no Rams receivers, so I will not take Matthew Stafford at this pick, just betting that he'll be there at my next pick. and we'll take a little Damian Harris. I already have a ton of Devin Singletary, no Damian Harris yet. So I also have a ton of Ramondre just because I think Ramondre is going to pop off this year, and he's a little bit cheaper than Damian Harris. But the fact that Damian Harris has fallen all the way to pick 95, I think he'll exceed that ADP. The Patriots should still be a pretty pass-heavy front. They have a good defense still, so they're going to play defensively, pretty strong defensively, and run the ball whenever they have a lead. So Damian Harris should get a decent amount of work. Maybe he still gets the goal line carries, and we'll just kick off it. Give me Matthew Stafford on my next pick. If I wasn't taking Matthew Stafford, I definitely would take Devin Singletary, but I want that just hyper-correlation because I already have Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. So, like I said, this was the plan from the very get-go. Give me Matthew Stafford. If I didn't have all these receivers already and I had a little bit more stability at my other positions, I would definitely be focusing more on like Chris Olave, Treylon Burks, Sky Moore, Robert Woods. They're great picks at this ADP. I think all four of those guys will outperform their current ADP. But yeah, love this team already. We have just hyper correlation with Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, Allen Robinson. I'm going to be focusing on like a Hayden Hurst for my tight end. Also on like a Mike Gesicki just to get a little bit more correlation with Tyreek Hill. I'll take Tyler Higbee late, but this is one of those times which we're not taking elite tight end. So we want 3 tight ends in this draft. We'll go 2 quarterback, maybe 7 receivers, a little bit less than I usually do, 6 running backs and 3 tight ends. That's the build we'll be going for. Actually, I don't know. I actually haven't been paying attention to how tight ends have been faring in this draft. If for some absurd reason, if Dawson Knox falls to us, we will continue to take that week 17 stack because actually, if I had the spike week extension right already, you'd be able to see that Dawson Knox plays the Cincinnati Bengals in week 17. I know it could be cold in Cincinnati. It could be a pretty shitty weather sort of situation, but I'm a bet that matchup is just going to be a high-flying shootout. So I love it. I love it. Those are 2 elite offenses. The defenses they're okay. They're not the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're not the Los Angeles Rams. So we'll see. Actually, even in these high-powered shootouts, like we've seen the Rams give up a ton of points. So naturally, the way that the NFL has been shaping up is it has shaped more up to be like an offensive sort of game where defenses are kind of at a disadvantage. Zach Ertz goes, if Dawson Knox doesn't fall, then we'll have to start focusing on other players. Rashad Penny already went? Yeah, I think he went a little bit earlier. Damn, Rashad Penny has risen all the way to the 7th round. Oh, please give me all of the Ken Walker. Just the arbitrage between Ken Walker and Rashad Penny. I mean, if you think about it, Rashad Penny has never played more than half the games in a season. Maybe this is like the one year where Rashad Penny does play all 17 games. I have a ton of Rashad Penny already, so like that'd be great for me. But is that like a 50% chance scenario? Of course it is. So Ken Walker is just an absolute smash at ADP in my opinion. So if Ken Walker falls to us, great. If he doesn't, I will be looking to take running back in my next pick. So Ramondre, Ken, Melvin, James Cook, I guess. Rashad White for sure. It is an even year for Lenny. Go and check out Leonard Fournette's stats in even years. So it's kind of funny because every single odd year season, Leonard Fournette is an animal. RB1, league winner, all that jazz. In even years, it's funny because a little bit of a trend is shaking up where maybe after his like explosion of season, he like becomes a little bit lackadaisical, doesn't have as much motivation as the previous season. I don't know. It's pure speculation, but a little bit of a trend is shaping up through his 5 seasons in the NFL. So, I don't know. Maybe that trend continues. All the talk about Leonard Fournette being overweight and kind of letting himself go in the weight department has me thinking that it could be a trend. So, who knows? Maybe like after he does have that off year, he comes back the next season. He's just like super motivated. But once he does have that good season, he's not as motivated, and he kind of lets himself go a little bit. But I did see a picture on Twitter where like he looks just like absolutely shredded. So, you never know. All right, Ramondre gone. It doesn't look like Ken's going to make it to us. In that case, I'm hoping for Melvin. If Melvin doesn't fall to us, I think I'm going to reach a little bit on Rashad White just for that very reason I told you guys about. Lenny likes to let himself go in the even years. 2022, it's an even year. What is Rashad White if Leonard Fournette doesn't play all 17 games? He's an animal. Have you watched the tape? If you haven't, go ahead and watch the tape. Rashad White's a beast. Absolute beast. Oh, I'm excited to watch Rashad White this season. I have a ton of him in Dynasty. So we'll see. We'll see. You never know. I'm feeling good right now. I mean, this is a beautiful team that I'm already drafting. So, like, maybe after this, I'll give you guys a treat and draft a Best Ball Mania team. We'll see. If you guys can stick with me for that long. Obviously, Ken Walker doesn't make it to us. Actually, it wasn't even close. So he didn't make it to us. 7 picks. Whatever. This is an interesting range of players. All right, Melvin's going to be the pick if he falls to us. 3-4, 3-3-4. Okay, there's a chance. There's a decent chance that he falls to us. Just because I expect each of the guys in front of me, other than maybe Bosa Malance, 17, he might take a running back just because he already has 5 receivers. But, Cup. There's a guy named Cup. I wonder if that's the real Cooper Kupp. Cup. I drafted your guy. I have Cooper Kupp. See what your team looks like. I don't hate it. It's decent. 100 run throw, Juju, DJ Moore. Okay. Ooh, a little bit of reach on Tua. Okay, I like it. Tua's a good player. I expect Tua to be pretty good this season. I wonder if this is going to be our longest live stream to date. If we go for a full, the entirety of this draft and then another Best Ball Mania draft. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to jump into a Best Ball Mania draft right now. Just because you guys are so good to me. Today I had the most live stream viewers in terms of like the little icon in the top left. Melvin didn't make it to us. Whatever. Should I go with the 2 rookies, James Cook and then Rashad? Rashad and Ronald? Rashad and Alexander? I don't know. There's a lot of different ways we can go about this. I think just because like we're falling past ADP, I think I'll take James Cook. Team Money took Melvin Gordon. You suck, Team Money. I hate you. Taking Melvin Gordon from me. So disrespectful. How could he do that to us guys? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I hope this guy doesn't take. That sucks. All right, give me Rashad White. Take 2 guys. Give me Ronald Jones. If he falls, that will be the pick. If Ronald Jones does not get taken, we'll take Alexander Madison. I don't love the pick just because I don't like taking super. I like taking guys that have like a decent role, even if the starter doesn't go down, just because like Tim Patrick. He's going to auto pick Ronald Jones. What is that? All these stupid auto pickers, auto drafters. But yeah, as soon as we make this pick, we're just going to jump into a Best Ball Mania draft as well, just because I'm feeling nice today. I'm giving you guys 2 drafts in one. 2 drafts in one live stream. Also, I'm planning to build another model just because, like, I feel like there's such a big opportunity in terms of identifying some of these league winners Did you draft Ronnie? You did draft Ronnie. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Okay. Alexander Madison, whatever. We'll draft him. Let's jump into a Best Ball Mania draft as well. Just because I'm feeling nice today. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Feeling real good. Look good. Feel good. Oh yeah. 19 picks away. Okay, so now we're balancing 2 drafts. I wish I had this Spike Week browser extension. Whatever. It's okay. Let me refill my coffee cup. I already killed my first cup of coffee. We down for another. We also got more wine, so we're gonna have more wine later tonight. Actually, I was talking to one of my good friends who's absolutely popped off in the YouTube scene. He already has like 100,000 subscribers. He's making bread off of this like live streaming thing. He gave me some really good advice. He was saying that a few mango carts. What you talking about, Brad? What are mango carts? Are you talking like dab carts? I love a good dab cart. I haven't hit a dab cart in a while, but you know, it is what it is. Mango carts. Mango beer. Okay. I need to look into this. Draft starts in 11 seconds. What pick do we have? 111. Okay. 111 gives us a lot of flexibility. Mango beer. I love it. Oh, I'm at 1% battery. All right, I'm not gonna be able to look it up on my phone. I'm gonna look up on my computer. Let's see. Mango cart beer. Mango cart. Golden Road mango cart. Huh. I'll have to try these out. Thanks for the suggestion, Brad. Huge shout out. Guys, shout out Brad. Follow him on Twitter. Brad Wire FF, I want to say. Is that your Twitter handle, Brad? Waiting for his response. This is fun, though. This is fun. I'm having a great time. Doing these drafts. Interacting with the chat. It's always a ton of fun. If you ever want to come chat to me, reach out to me on Twitter. I can have you on the live stream. We can just kind of shoot the shit on here while we're doing these best ball drafts, and we can kind of bounce off each other. Yeah, Bradwire FF. Guys, follow Brad at Bradwire FF on Twitter. He does great work in terms of offensive line work. He actually played college football as an offensive lineman, so he knows his stuff. Let's give a little shout out to Brad. But okay, back to this draft. We're 1 pick away. All right, we're gonna go a bit of a hero RB build. We're gonna take Najee, just because like Najee's just set for huge volume this season. I don't know why people are like. There's a little bit of a narrative of like fade Najee Harris for some reason. Oh my god, and we get one of Devontae Adams or CeeDee Lamb. Okay. This draft is already shaping up beautifully for us. We have Najee Harris and Devontae Adams. I have a feeling that's a little bit of a unique build. I've talked about it a ton already on this live stream, on this show. The unique builds are necessary, especially in terms of like the early picks. You don't want to reach on your guys, but like if players fall to you, you have to take those unique builds. Najee Harris, Devontae Adams. Beautiful. You know, we need to talk more about my stuff. Yes. Brad, I pulled in like a ton of the data for from the Pro Football Reference website into the Undroppables database. So it'd be actually a huge help if you could go in there and just like put in that variable just so I can pull that into the model super easily. Well, my plan right now is for my next iteration of a model. When I think about these guys who exceed expectations in fantasy, who become league winners, it's kind of an anomaly. The data set that I have right now, there are like 250 running backs every single season. And like 8 of them exceed 250 fantasy points in a season. That's an anomaly. Those guys are an anomaly in the sense that they're an enigma. These guys that outperform and score more than 250 fantasy points in a season, like Jonathan Taylor last season, like Cooper Kupp last season. It's incredible. And I think that there might be some hidden story in the data that hasn't been uncovered by the general public. So I'm going to use some of those data analysis, data science skills, which I picked up over the last few years, to analyze, to see if we can identify the different variables or different performances from previous seasons to see if we can identify which players are most likely to exceed the expectations, to become those league winners. Because I'm not so convinced that it's just happening completely at random. Just like intuition tells you that guys like Jonathan Taylor were going to pop off last season. There's also an argument for an intuitive fact that Cooper Kupp could have popped off last year. Cooper Kupp was the wide receiver 1 through like 12 weeks, 2 seasons ago, maybe 3 seasons ago. And then he gets hurt the year after, tears his ACL. But he kind of like, there was a lot of reports saying he was exceeding the expectations in terms of him bouncing back. All right, we're going to take Darryl. He's fallen in ADP. We don't have a great running back room, so we will just continue to stack these above average running backs. Tunyon, Gerald Everett. All right. That's a reach. I'm gonna take Nyheim Hines. If he falls to us, yeah, Nyheim Hines. I don't have any Nyheim Hines yet, but there's reports. Oh, okay. We're on the clock already on here. We're on the clock. We have Najee. We might go a little bit of a robust running back build for this one. I mean, I really like Jalen Waddle. I like Terry as well. This is a little bit early for Courtland Sutton, in my opinion. But maybe we'll just anchor the receiver room with Devontae Adams and just like hammer running back early on. So we'll see what Itinerant J. Oh, he took our guy, Travis Etienne. I was going to start building an argument for Travis Etienne. But if James Conner falls to our next pick, then maybe we'll take James Conner. I don't know. I'm not a huge lover of James Conner for this season. Just because like the third, fourth turn for James Conner is like very, very pricey for someone I'm not huge on in terms of returning at ADP. And for that reason, I am out. Terry's going to be the pick here. I don't have a whole lot of Terry, but I think like Carson Wentz is far and away the best quarterback that he's ever had. I like Terry McLaurin to outperform ADP. He has seen 1,000 receiving yards each of the last 3 seasons. He's been in the NFL 3 years. He just got paid big. So I like Terry to have a career year this year. I'm a Washington Commanders fan. We should score the most touchdowns we've ever seen in the past however many years. I think that people are kind of sleeping on the Washington Commanders because of what we've done in the past few seasons. But the fact of the matter is, like, we haven't had a quarterback of the caliber of Carson Wentz. I know people hate on Carson Wentz. I know people think that he's kind of a hooligan. He's not the greatest leader. He's not the best quarterback. He makes a bunch of boneheaded plays. But Carson Wentz, like 4 or 5 years ago, was in the conversation for the MVP. I'm not totally out on Carson Wentz to sustain a high-powered offense again. we'll see how Riverboat Ron kind of treats the offense and shapes up the how he game plans the offense, because I know he loves to run the ball. Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson should both be on your radar in terms of decent running backs to outperform their ADPs. Just because I expect, like, if you look at the rushing stats from last season, Antonio Gibson was the 8th highest player last season in terms of rushing yards, and he was playing on a broken leg. He had a small hairline fracture in his shin last season. He had turf toe in the previous season. So he was going through a lot of different ailments. It was actually just reported that he weighed in last season at like 240. So he was overweight in terms of like his own view. He said that he like kind of let himself go a little bit after his rookie season, but he still finishes as RB12. And that's like underperforming his expectations. I've been looking to get Antonio Gibson in a lot of these best ball drafts because I fully expect him to outperform ADP. So if Antonio Gibson falls to us in this draft, we're going to take him. We'll see how the room falls to us. Okay. We have our 6 running backs, so we are not going to take a single running back again. We don't even have a tight end yet, so hopefully Gerald Everett falls to us. We're 10%. Again, every time we talk about a player, gets taken. I need to stop doing that. Okay, Higbee will be on our radar. Marvin Jones will be on our radar. DJ Shark will be on our radar. Noah Fant will be on our radar. We just need to start hammering receivers and tight ends. Quarterbacks, running backs, those are all shaped out. Those are all good. We'll start hammering receivers and tight end. Okay, but over here, what are we shaping out? Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Las Vegas, Washington. There's not a huge correlation there. If Kittle falls to us, we will take Kittle because we're looking for elite tight end. I mean, in this Pomeranian, we're kind of fading the tight end position a little bit just to see if we can get a few guys that can kind of pop off. But the fact of the matter is, George Kittle back at tight end 5 in the 5th round is incredible because George Kittle is an elite tight end. He's probably the best tight end in terms of like adding up run blocking and receiving ability, and his yak ability is insane. Go ahead and watch yourself some George Kittle film. It's incredible what this man can do. All right. Mr. October. What are you going to take? Don't take George Kittle. Ming Britt, it looks like you already have a tight end, so you don't need one. So you can pass George Kittle off to me. We just got to fade Mr. October. She takes Rashad Bateman. Ming Britt, go ahead and take your running back or receiver. There you go. George Kittle falls to us. Woo! That is huge. Give me all the George Kittle that I can get. He is hyper-correlated with Devontae Adams. I've talked a lot about that San Francisco, Las Vegas hyper-correlation that I'm trying to get. But I think we're going to go back to the receiver wall after this. David Montgomery has also fallen a ton. Amon-Ra. I have a ton of Chris Godwin already. I think what I'm going to do. Elijah. I can't let David Montgomery fall any further than he already has. Why? It's so baffling to me. Why does David Montgomery every single year fall to the 5th, 6th round? Actually, last year in a few of my drafts, I got David Montgomery in the 7th. All he does is score fantasy points. All he does. Hi, Brindy. Uh-oh. Hey, guys, this is Brindy, my beautiful girlfriend. She waves hi. She waves hi to all you guys. Okay, back to the draft. Hopefully Tyler Higbee falls to us. We can just continue to stack that Rams correlation. I was hoping to get Gerald Everett just to get a bring back option, but whatever. We failed there. Higbee and no. Okay, we need a tight end. We need one. I'll take Noah Fant. He's a good player. He's athletic. That's so sad. Okay, we need receivers and tight ends. Nico Collins has steadily risen in ADP. Who does Seattle play week 17? Do any of you know? If you know, please pop it in the chat. I have no idea who Seattle plays week 17. I would love to know. Oh, do you know they play New York? They play the New York Jets, right? I think it's Seattle, New York Jets, week 17. For that reason, I will be taking Corey Davis. I know Corey Davis isn't a popular pick in terms of people are all in on Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson, but Corey Davis is still a good player. He was drafted 5th overall in his class. He's a big body receiver. He was hurt all of last year, so we didn't get to see too much of him. He actually had a 2-touchdown game, though, early on in the season. So I expect Corey Davis to outperform ADP significantly in the 15th round. Let's go back to the other drafts because we are going to be up sooner in that one. I expect all these guys to go. Actually, I'm seeing quarterback being taken pretty early. Okay, Antonio Gibson is the target. And then we'll just not focus on the RB room anymore. Whoa, did Gibson just get taken? Okay. What are we sitting at? We're 10 picks away. We'll focus on Chris Godwin, Devonta Smith, Drake London. Thank you, baby. Hunter Renfrow. Get more of that Las Vegas room. Michael Thomas, Christian Kirk, Trey Lance. Ash. Oh, you want to come over here, Ash? Come here.
She's gonna get tripped in the corner.
Hold on, let me pick her up. Okay. Put her down. Oh, come here, Ash. Come on.
She's running away now.
Oh my goodness.
What's over the cord?
I see the cord. Okay, guys. I think this is the first time bringing Ash onto the show. Ash, say hi. Say hi, Ash. Oh, hello. Ash, who is it? What do you smell, Ash? What do you smell? She hates it. Okay, I'm putting you down, Ash. Here you go. Oh, man. All right, that was my dog, Ash, everyone. Hope you guys like her. She's a little cutie pie. Okay. Derek Carr got taken. Okay, we have to focus on Trey Lance then if Derek Carr just got taken. We're trying to stack the San Francisco, Las Vegas players. So I think our next 2 targets is if Chris Godwin somehow falls to me at pick 80, what are we doing here? What are we doing? How is Chris Godwin going to fall all the way? He's already available in the back half of the 7th round. What are we doing here? There is a very real chance Chris Godwin just got taken. Thank you. I click buttons for having a little bit of respect for Chris Godwin. This guy is one of the best receivers in the league. More dog content. Okay. Let me pull up Ash again. Ash, don't come here. Come here. Oh, bring your ball over here. Brad wants more dog content. Oh, come on. All right. So I just got this ball for her today, just because she loves playing with these things. Oh, you want to give a little treat? She might be worse. All right. Guy, he doesn't have.
Does John pick her up?
We're gonna take Drake London, just because Drake London has such a large potential. And then we're gonna take Trey Lance at our next pick. Hopefully, this guy doesn't take Trey Lance. I really hope he doesn't time out and take Trey Lance. That would be so sad. Yeah, you want to pick her up? Damn it! He takes Trey Lance. Damn it! Ash, you want one of these? Oh, yum. Ash, stay. Oh. Oh, I'm on the clock. All right, we're gonna keep fading. All right. Fuck. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take a quarterback. I didn't have Trey Lance as an option anymore. So we're going to just focus on receiver. Christian Kirk is the pick. I couldn't bring myself to take Michael Thomas. I like Michael Thomas a lot. Oh, my goodness, Ash. Hey. Give me that back. I was more in on Michael Thomas when he wasn't on the pup. Maybe if he's ADP, like the fact that I can take Christian Kirk here, like he's such a spike week player. We've seen him score like 3 touchdowns in the game. He's just a huge, just deep ball threat. Trevor Lawrence should take the step this season. I completely forgot about this other draft. Okay, we're still 7 picks away. This is hard, guys. We're balancing the live stream. We're balancing 2 drafts at the same time. This is fun. I'm having a good time. We have a decent team. I don't love the fact that I don't have any quarterbacks yet because I've been harping on the fact that like we need elite quarterback in these drafts. But I have 3 running backs that are like all should be really, really good. So I don't really have to focus on the running back position for a little bit, but we need more receivers. Obviously I want Matthew Stafford. We can kind of fade that a little bit. Treylon Burks, Tyler Lockett, Sky Moore, Robert Woods. Washington plays. This is an interesting one. Kirk Cousins. Okay, we'll come back to this in a little bit. I don't love my quarterback options here, so I need to be focusing on quarterback a little bit. I love my quarterback options in this draft. This is beautiful. Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford. What? I have the pick of the litter there. Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford. Who's to say that Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford don't finish QB1, QB2? I mean, obviously, it's super, super unlikely. But whatever. I love it. All right, we'll focus on like tight end a little bit more. Cameron Brate, Taysom Hill. Both options here. Brevin, Kyle Rudolph. Oh, this is all poopy down here. I don't love this range at all. I only have 6 receivers, so our last picks are going to be 2 tight ends and 1 wide receiver, just because our receiver room is just stacked to the brim. Poop. Cameron Brate got taken. All right, our tight end room is struggle bus central, but I'm not going to reach on anyone. So give me one. No. I don't know. All right, Wandale. 16th round Wandale, give him to me. The next pick, I will take Taysom. Oh, I should have taken LaVisca. Whatever. All right. That's our receiver room. Tyreek, T, Cooper Kupp, A-Rob, Godwin, Corey Davis, Wandale. I'm cool with it. Hopefully we get Taysom in this one. Who do we get here? Who's the pick of the litter? Stafford just got taken. Okay. Oh, man, this is really, really tough. Do I take A-Rod? Sky? This is a gross range to be in. I want more receivers, but I don't have. This is a pickle of a situation. All right, I'm gonna try to get Rodgers and stack him with Tunyon there. All right, we got to go back over here. All right, we will take Taysom Hill, just because like our tight end room is struggle bus central, and then our last tight end that we'll take. Yeah, I don't love the back end here. Whatever. I thought I'd be able to get Hayden Hurst, but I can't. So Joe Burrow plays the Bills. Okay, we got 19 picks for that one. We can kind of ignore that for a little bit. Hey, we paired Rodgers with this former guy, Devontae Adams. We like it. All right, I think I'm going to focus on Trevor Lawrence a little bit later. So I was thinking about taking Kirk, but I think we're going to take Devin Singletary and just kind of round out the running back room. Just because I don't love the receivers in this range. I obviously don't have enough receivers. Maybe I should have taken Christian Watson, but I'm not the highest guy on Christian Watson. I think more so I'm going to stack Rodgers with so like my running back room is good. I don't think I need to take another running back. Maybe it's unlikely, but maybe I take a running back at the very back end of the draft, maybe like a Kenyon Drake or Zamir White in the last round, just because like we want that Las Vegas, San Francisco correlation. I know I had Sky Moore on my queue, but I couldn't press the draft button on him. because I don't have a whole lot of correlation there. So like if I'm taking Sky Moore, I typically like to have Patrick Mahomes already, just so I can have that correlation. And another reason being, there's always one gross range in every draft. Yep. You can say that again, Brad. Just like that area is just like, I don't want to draft any of them just because it feels like a reach on some guys, but also like the guys who I'm supposed to be taking in terms of ADP, it's just like so hard to click the draft button. So I don't hate who I took there. Devin Singletary, Aaron Rodgers are probably the guys that I was most high on that were in that range. But all right, let's see. Receivers, all right, running backs are all right. If for whatever reason, if Rashad White falls, then like we'll have to take him. We want who else is down here? Jarvis Jameson. We don't have any Tua guys, right? Yeah. We don't. Las Vegas, Washington. Oh, you know what we can do? We can focus on the quarterback position a little bit more, where we go Rodgers, Tunyon, Trevor Lawrence with Christian Kirk, and then just kind of a bring back option against that. Actually, we could go Terry. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to plan all of that out that far from where I'm at right now. So what I'm thinking right now is like, because we have Terry McLaurin, we have a few options because the Browns are playing Washington in week 17. I know I've harped on this a ton, but like we're focusing on week 17 for the very reason that like all of the money. So like if you get eliminated before week 17, you win what, $500? All right, $500 off a $25 investment. That's pretty good. But you have an opportunity to win $2 million if you just like smash in week 17. So like I have already invested like $1,000 into these best ball mania drafts thus far. So I'm just building a portfolio of players that I see outperforming their ADPs, that I see potentially having great seasons. So I'm hoping, first of all, that my guy Jameson Williams falls to me for the very reason that Jameson Williams is going to come off the pup. So, okay, we expect him to miss the first 6 weeks. That's okay. That's what we're doing. We're drafting these back half. We're drafting these guys who have the potential to really pop at the end of the year. We saw Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was a 13th round pick last year, just absolutely tear it up down the stretch. He was the number one scoring player in fantasy leagues last season. He even outscored all of the quarterbacks. And so, like, if you had Amon-Ra St. Brown and you made it into the playoffs, you were winning a ton of money. So we'll see what happens. If Jameson Williams falls to us, I think oh my God, Dawson Knox is just like plummeted past ADP. Okay, he got taken. I was thinking about taking Dawson Knox just for the very reason that he's just like he fell so far. But I'm going to take Jameson Williams for the very reason I spoke about. He has a potential to just take the ceiling off for the Lions. I know that their number one receiver right now is between DJ Chark and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I expect Amon-Ra St. Brown to actually have a pretty good year because he showed last season that he's like an elite asset. He's a great player. I expect him to have a pretty good year. But when Jameson Williams comes onto the field, he is far and away the better receiver. Jameson Williams, we saw what he could do back in college. These tight ends are slipping a little bit. Who does Chicago play? Oh, we could build a little bit of correlation there. But do we want Trevor or Cole Kmet? Trevor or Cole Kmet? Cole Kmet's. Who do we get? All right, we took Trevor. I clicked the draft button on Cole Kmet, but I'm fine with taking Trevor there. I'm taking a little bit more Trevor than most in these drafts because I truly believe in Trevor Lawrence this season. The fact that he has Doug Peterson now just does wonders to his fantasy stock. People are so low on Trevor Lawrence because he had a historically poor rookie season. But he is a generational prospect, and he's a generational prospect for a reason. Like, he came into college as a freshman and just absolutely just like dogged everybody. He won a national championship in his sophomore season. He's a great player. He's great with his legs. He has very good decision making. His receivers weren't great last year, and that's why Jacksonville went out and paid a ton of different receivers, albeit mediocre receivers, just a ton of money. Okay. I am messing this draft up. Okay. We definitely need another tight end. We have Noah Fant, Taysom Hill. It's a poopy tight end room. We're one pick away. Wait, who else is there? Just so I can see. Zams. Okay, we'll take Mo Cox. I'm high on Mo Cox this year. I like the Colts offense this year. Mo Cox should be able to put up some points. So screw it. That team is finished. The running back room looks pretty good. The receiver room looks even better. The tight end room I know is not great, but the quarterback room looks great. So I don't have too much correlation down here. Like, whatever. But I like that Pomeranian draft. It looks good. It looks good. Maybe it can bring home the money. You never know. We learned new things today. You like to have a lot more running backs than I expected. So we have 4 running backs already. We'll probably take 5 in this draft just because like we focused so much on the running position early. But we need a ton of receivers. We have Kittle. We have Trevor and A-Rod. I don't think we need another quarterback after those two unless they have different bye weeks. We'll see. We'll see who falls. I want to get Tunyon. Who do we have? Jameson. Maybe we'll take DJ Shark just for shits and giggles. I don't have a whole lot of DJ Shark already, and like he should outperform wide receiver 70. Like he is the deep ball threat until Jameson Williams comes back. So through the first 6 weeks of the season, he should do pretty well. I'm very disappointed that I wasn't able to get Derek Carr or Trey Lance just because I have George Kittle, Levante Adams. We'll probably want another tight end. Yeah, Tunyon there. We'll see if any of these receivers fall to us. I don't think we need to focus on running back until like the very, very end of the draft. We're going to want 5 just because that's what I've seen is like you want either 5 or 6 running backs. I mean, 4 is like a very, very hyper fragile build, which can work. It can work. Don't get me wrong. But you can't miss on any of your guys really. So like if one of those guys goes down, you're only relying on 3 running backs if you drafted 4. So like it becomes very, very thin. So especially when you're trying to make it all the way through to win all the money in week 17, you're going to want a little bit more stability, a little bit more cushion for you to sustain those injuries because the running back room is the most fragile room out of any position. We're going to take Tunyon here in the 13th round. The one thing which I'm looking for from the tight end position is a potential to – we're going to take G.A. Shark. Just talked about him. The one thing which I'm looking for from the tight end position is a potential to be the second option on a team. Who's going to be the wide receiver 1 for Green Bay this year? I have no idea. To be completely honest, like it is completely up in the air. There's Alan Lazard, which people are touting as, okay, he's going to be the Green Bay wide receiver 1. Like maybe he's never done it in the past. Like people are saying like, but like reception perception doesn't love Alan Lazard just because he can't win against all these corners. And he's now going to be facing the number 1 corner on a lot of these teams. So I'm skeptical of Alan Lazard performing up to his current ADP of like round 6, round 7. That's way too expensive for my liking. Okay, Christian Watson got drafted in the 2nd round, pick 34. Maybe he takes a step in, but Christian Watson is literally MVS 2.0. He can't catch the ball. He had a 16% drop rate in college. In the FCS, like sure, he gets behind the defense just because he's so fast and so big. So like he's going to take the attention away from a lot of the other receivers. But he's just like MVS, super fast, tall, but he drops the ball. I can see that exact situation panning out. So it's Bradwire says no hands and he's already hurt. Yeah. So there's Christian Watson for you. So there's two guys, Alan Lazar, Christian Watson. Who else is there? Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb is Aaron Rodgers' guy, so maybe I take Randall Cobb at the back half of this draft just because maybe Aaron Rodgers relies on Randall Cobb a little bit more this season. You never know. But Robert Tonyan scored, like 10 touchdowns, maybe even more than that, like 2 seasons ago before he tore his ACL. I know he's on the pup right now, but Robert Tonyan tore his ACL back in like August of last year. Actually, maybe it was September of last year. It was very early on in the season. So I expect Robert Tonyan to come back to health and slide in as the starting tight end for the Green Bay Packers. And we know Aaron Rodgers likes him. So right now we have George Kittle and we have baby Kittle, Robert Tonyan. Robert Tonyan trains with George Kittle. Robert Tonyan plays a little bit like George Kittle. He just bullies defenders. He's a big guy. He runs over people. So give me Robert Tonyan back here in the 14th round? Took him in the 13th round, but 13, 14 turn. Same shit. Okay. If Jared Everett falls to us, we will take Jared Everett. No, we already have 2 solid tight ends. We're going to focus on running back or receiver. I'm thinking receiver, but there's not a whole lot of receivers in this range. We'll see what falls to us. We're 10 picks away still. If J-Rob falls, I'm taking J-Rob. More correlation with Trevor Lawrence. I was talking with one of my friends, and we actually really like Jacksonville versus Houston in Week 17. You never know. Some of these division games that showcase 2 bad defenses like Jacksonville and Houston, it's possible that game is has an over of 55, maybe even more than that. I'm not saying it's likely, but it's possible. All right, J-Rob just got taken. So that point is moot. Whatever. Easy E goes. We want receiver or running back here. Pickens has been sliding a little bit. I was giving some thought to Pickens earlier today, and I trust what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing. They are a good organization. They know what they're doing. They have Claypool and Deontay, but we saw what Claypool did in his rookie season. Who's to say George Pickens can't do that either? I have a decent amount of Paris Campbell already. We'll take George Pickens. See what he is. We have Najee Harris, so I guess there's a little bit of correlation there. What's our team structure like? 2, 4, 7, 2. $16th round. Don't love the running backs in this range. I'll take Julio. Julio in the 16th round. I have so much Julio in best ball. Julio Jones, I've been saying it all season. The second that Julio gets signed, he will immediately slide up 2 rounds. He'll probably be going in the 13th, 14th. It's Julio Jones. I mean, he's an elite player. He's a beast of a man. He's 6'4", 6'5", and just catches everything out of the air. I have been saying that I think Julio Jones goes to Green Bay, and he immediately becomes Aaron Rodgers' wide receiver 1, which fits our narrative because guess what? Aaron Rodgers is our QB1. I don't love my quarterbacks, to be completely honest. Jared Goff falls. Was that the 16th round? All right, we have 2 picks left. I think we're going to want – all right, we have Kittle and Tonyan. Jared Goff just got taken. Shoot. We're going to want to look at guys all right, John Mechie on the bring back.
Do you want it now?
Huh?
Do you want it now?
No, we have our barbecue. You don't want it? Why not? You want In-N-Out? All right, fuck it. I'll get a little bit of In-N-Out.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you want?
um,
Do you want a burger?
Hmm?
Burger?
Yeah, just give me the same thing that you got last time. Okay. I guess I'm getting in and out, guys. I thought I was gonna have barbecue, but we have some barbecue in the fridge from Terry Black's Barbecue down here in Austin, Texas. It's some good food. You like being on my live stream, Brindy? I love it. Okay. Let's see. Our team is shaping up pretty well. We didn't get Jared Goff to stack with JMO and DJ Chark. Whatever. I mean, I really like that week 17, like low key. Chicago versus Detroit is in the Detroit Dome. Could be a shootout. You never know. Maybe Justin Fields takes a step forward and he's just an absolute dog. So you never know. Okay, we have 8 receivers. Let's draft. I think if Raheem falls to us, we should take him. I would like another receiver, but we'll take another receiver or quarterback. Raheem got taken. I want one more running back. If you guys can get this in time, should I take Kenyon Drake or Zamir White? I lean Kenyon Drake just because I think Kenyon Drake has a role without a Josh Jacobs injury, but I don't know. I'm a little wishy-washy on it. So I'll let you guys make that pick for me if you guys can get an answer in time. Carson Wentz got taken. Maybe we correlate Davis. Does Brian Robinson fall all the way to us? Ugh. I hate drafting Brian Robinson just because, like, he's fallen in ADP, though. Screw it. I will round out my running back room with Brian Robinson. The reason I hate taking Brian Robinson is just because, like, I'm such a big believer in Antonio Gibson that it's tough to justify taking Brian Robinson, but like I can definitely see a scenario where Brian Robinson actually gets a decent amount of work. So for that reason, I will take him there. Also, I kind of want to take some Mitch just because we have Pickens. Who else is it? Marcus Mariota? Do we have? Oh, we do have Drake London. All right, give me some Marcus Mariota. Wait, who's projecting more? 176? 171? All right, I'll take Marcus Mariota. All right, we're done. There's our draft, guys. Marcus Mariota, in my opinion, has just a little bit higher upside just because he's such a great runner of the ball. I mean, Mitch Trubisky isn't bad either. So the only reason I took Marcus Mariota was just because the Steelers play the Baltimore Ravens in Week 17, I think. And it's hard to see Mitch Trubisky performing great in Baltimore against that stout defense. So whereas Marcus Mariota, he's going to be playing Week 17 in against the Arizona Cardinals in a dome. So I have a little bit of correlation there with Drake London. We'll see. But there's our team. I like it. We have a solid group. But that's kind of going to round out our live stream for today. This is actually the longest live stream that we've had. We had some guests on the show with Brindy and Ash. So I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Thank you all for sticking with me. I've had a ton of fun. I hope you guys have had a ton of fun too and gotten some good insights. And yeah, this is a little bit of a goodbye. Here's Ash one more time. Let me pick her up, Brindy. Come here, Ash. Oh, hey, baby. Oh, come here, Ash. Oh, good. Oh, she doesn't like it. Oh, no, she doesn't like it. Oh. Ash, say bye. Bye. Oh, my God. All right. I'll see you guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Happy Saturday. Peace.